life is a battlefield. Every single day, you're waking up to a war against laziness, weakness, fear, self-doubt. But there's a secret most people never understand. Positivity is your most lethal weapon. It's not just about smiling and pretending things are okay. It's about locking in, focusing your mind and deciding no matter what happens, I will rise. I will not be broken. I will bend reality with the force of my will. You think it was easy for me? You think I came from some throne? No, I came from pain. I came
From nothing.
my dad imitate chess genius, raised me on discipline and pressure. We didn't have silver spoons. We had grit. We had hunger. We had nights with empty wallets and full hearts, or watched the world treat talent like dirt because there was no money behind it. That rage, it built me. Growing up in Luton, I saw hopelessness in the eyes of people every day. Dreams, broken homes. I made a choice. Was not going to become that. I was not going to settle. I was going to carve my name into history through sheer force, through action, through a mindset that refused to die. Every time I felt doubt, I told myself, I am not done. This is not my story. Kickboxing saved me, but not because it made me a champion. It saved me because it forced me to suffer, creates growth, and exhausted. But I kept going, fought with cracked ribs. I trained while sick because I had a mission, didn't have time to cry about life, had to conquer it. Positivity wasn't just a choice. It was survival. And when I say positivity, I don't mean delusion. I mean the strength to find a reason when everything looks dark, finding the fuel when your tank is empty. I mean, staring failure in the face and saying, you don't scare me. People always ask, how are you so confident? Because I earned it, forged in fire. And I say I'm walking to the gym in the cold because couldn't afford the bus. I remember eating the same meal for days, budgeting every coin, but I kept my head high. Faith through pain. Why? Because I believed, not in luck, in me, in what I could become. I didn't let my situation define me. I let it prepare me. The world will try to label you. They'll tell you who you are before you even open your mouth. They'll try to keep you in a box they built. But the second you realize that the only person in control is you, your life changes. Positivity isn't soft. It's rebellion. It's flipping off the world when it says you can't and saying, watch me. When the hate came, I stood tall. When they dragged my name, I smiles. I've been misunderstood, misquoted, misjudged. But you know what? That's life. People throw stones at what shines. I didn't ask for sympathy. I built strength. I didn't cry in the shadows. I trained. I took every insult and turned it into ammunition. I built empires, businesses, networks. Started with one thing, belief. I believed I was meant for more, and I didn't just say it. I lived it. I breathed it, and I passed that belief on to others. I taught men how to win, showed them how to stop feeling sorry for themselves and start taking responsibility because no one's coming to save you. That's the truth. You want something, go get it. You want respect, earn it. You want love, become someone worthy of it. Positivity gives you the power to see life as a gift, not a punishment. It lets you take every scar and turn it into armor. Every failure becomes a lesson. Every betrayal becomes the filter. You get sharper, stronger, but better. People think positivity means pretending everything's fine. No, it means knowing things are hard and choosing to fight anyway. It means controlling your mind, not letting the world do it for you. I built my success on it and evolved in a storm, not sunshine. Well, I built it with tears in my eyes and fire in my chest. You got to want it more than the pain hurts. Discipline is everything. Discipline is love for yourself in action. You don't get up early because it's easy. You do it because you respect yourself. You hit the gym, you work, you study because mediocrity is not your destiny. Positivity gives you energy, but discipline turns it into progress. They're two sides of the same sword. Money matters, but not the way you think. Money buys freedom, and freedom, well, is everything. I didn't get rich so I could flex. I got rich so I could live on my terms, so I could take care of my people, so I could be untouchable. And if you want that, you need to fuel your life with purpose. And that purpose is powered by positivity. Want to win in life? Start with your body. You can't lead an empire with a weak frame. Health is your foundation. Train hard, eat clean, sleep like you mean it. Take care of the machine that carries you through the war. And positivity improves performance and gives you the clarity. It's your edge. Your environment matters. The people you surround yourself with, you or drain you. I cut off the negative. I removed the lazy. I built my circle with warriors, people who push me, people who sharpen me. Doesn't survive in toxic soil. So change your soil, protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Time is more valuable than gold. Wasted on nonsense. Don't scroll for hours, then complain about your life. Schedule your days, know your goals, attack them. I used to write down every part of my day. That's how serious I was. Positivity thrives on structure. Without direction, you just spinning in circles. Never stop learning. I feed ground with gratitude. Read thousands of books, listened to the great minds, watch success like a hawk. You can't grow if you think you already, know everything. Positivity keeps your ego in check, keeps you curious, open, humble. The world is your classroom. Take notes, apply, improve. I don't just take, I give taught knowledge. I give power. I give motivation, because a man who's truly strong lifts others. You want to feel real fulfillment, help someone, inspire someone, use your strength for good. Positivity isn't selfish. It's service. You rise by lifting others. Fear used to rip me in the ring, in life, in business. I felt fear, but I never let it win. I used fear as fuel. Every time I was scared, I acted anyway. That's how you grow. That's how you become legendary. Positivity doesn't erase fear. It makes you brave enough to act in spite of it. Set goals that scare you, goals that stretch you. I've always aimed beyond what seemed possible. People laughed, they doubted me, but that doubt became my drive. Success until it became reality. Positivity gave me vision, clarity, and belief. Don't settle. Dream big and then do bigger. It's underrated. Every morning I wake up and thank the universe for breath, for strength, for life. Because no matter what, I'm still here, still fighting. Gratitude makes you powerful because it removes entitlement. You realize everything is earned and everything can be taken. So make the most of it. Pain is part of the journey. I've lost discipline over motivation. People, I fell hard. I've been betrayed, mocked, doubted. It's time I came back stronger. I didn't let the pain break me. I let it build me. That's positivity, not pretending it doesn't hurt, but using the hurt to rise. That's what separates winners from quitters. Change is inevitable. Either you embrace it or you get left behind. I've reinvented myself more times than I can count. Fighter, businessman, mentor, public figure, and every version required me to adapt. Positivity gave me the courage to evolve, to grow, to leave old versions of myself behind and chase greater ones. You need to know who you are, not what they say. You are, not what society says. Man in the mirror, your strengths, your flaws, your mission, positivity allows you to accept yourself while pushing for others. It's not about fake confidence. It's about grounded power. Speak power into your life. Every morning I speak victory. I say, I am strong. I am focused. I am unstoppable. It's not magic. It's programming. You can either let the world program you or you can program yourself. Positivity isn't an accident. It's a ritual. You will fail. Get over it. Embrace it. Learn from it. I failed publicly, privately, painfully, but I never stayed down. I reviewed, reflected, I returned. That's the game. Silence the noise. Positivity lets you see failure as data. Not doom, use it, grow, win, celebrate the small wins. You went to the gym. Good. You made a sale. Great. Every step matters. Stack enough of those wins and they become unstoppable momentum. Positivity lets you enjoy the journey, not just chase the finish line. World is full of noise, distractions. To stay locked in, stay focused. Positivity isn't just a vibe. It's a weapon. It's a shield. It's a map. It will carry it like a sword. Swing it with purpose and you become a force that no storm can shake. Fuel your life with it. Watch the world bend to your will. Time you choose to stay positive in chaos, you're building mental muscle. You're choosing not to be a victim. World loves victims. It loves weakness. It encourages you to complain, to blame, to stay small. But positivity is rebellion. It's saying, I don't care how dark it gets. I'm going to be the light. You become the example, the standard. Let me tell you something about loneliness, real loneliness, scrolling through your phone alone, talking about chasing a dream. No one else understands. Building a vision no one else believes in. Getting broke while your friends party, being disciplined. When the world is drowning in distractions, that's real isolation, but positivity keeps you alive in that space. It reminds you it's all temporary, necessary. Remember cold nights in empty apartments, no heat, no support, no praise, just silence, struggle, and my own thoughts. You think that's glamorous? You think success is built in sunlight? No. Turn pain into power. Shadows when no one's watching, when you show up, even though no one claps. That's when character is built. That's when greatness is born. If you don't control your emotions, they control you. Anger, sadness, jealousy. These feelings aren't evil, but they can destroy you if you let them lead. Had people betray me, lied to me, use me, and I smiled. Not because it didn't hurt, but because I refused to let it destroy me. Positivity is choosing logic over impulse, strength over chaos. People look at the lifestyle now and they think it was handed to me. Cars, the watches, the respect, but they don't see the 10 years of war, of constant rejection, of being laughed at, dismissed, blacklisted, diamonds without pressure. You don't get greatness without sacrifice. Positivity allowed me to endure the pressure without breaking. What do you feed your mind? Most of you feed it garbage, news that poisons you. that distracts you, people that drain you information. I only consume what fuels me, books that sharpen me, conversations that challenge me, mentors that elevate me. Your brain is your weapon. You sharpen it daily. There's a war on masculinity, a war on strength, a war on ambition. The world wants you weak, dependent, soft. You think that's accidental, it's by design. But when you stay positive, you build immunity to their poison. You create your own path. You stop asking for permission and start writing your own rules. That's how men are forged. Success isn't just what you have, it's who you become. I know broke men with wealth in their spirit. I know rich men who are bankrupt in soul. I've met kings stand alone, stay strong in slums and clowns and mansions. Positivity keeps your internal wealth intact. It keeps you grounded when the world tries to corrupt you. It's your compass when everything else spins. They try to cancel me, try to erase to me, but you can't silence truth. Can't delete energy. I stood in the fire and didn't melt. I evolved. I got stronger. And why? Because I was never fueled by ego. I was fueled by mission. And when you're on a mission, positivity is your shield. It keeps you untouchable. Sometimes you'll be hated for being strong, for being different, or saying what others are too scared to whisper. That's fine. Weak people hate mirrors. Your strength shows them what they're not at, but never dim your light to make others comfortable. Shine so bright that it blinds the lies. That's what real positivity does. Is it disrupts. Work ethic is the foundation. No hacks, no shortcuts, just relentless action. People want the prize without the pain, the reward without the repetition. Every single day, I outworked everyone, not because I had to, but because I wanted it more. Positivity turns effort into obsession. It makes hard work a privilege, not a punishment. Faith is critical. Faith in yourself, faith in your path, faith in the fact that your struggle means something. I've been on my knees. I've been counted out, had moments where I questioned everything, but I never lost faith. There's faith in motion. It says, I don't know how, but I will win. And that mindset changes everything. No one's perfect. I've made mistakes. I've hurt people. I've been wrong, but I owned it. I faced it. I grew from it. Presence through positivity allows you to face your flaws without shame. It helps you evolve instead of getting stuck in guilt. You don't become better by denying your darkness, rise by confronting it. You have to love the grind, not tolerate it, love it. Love the early mornings, the brutal workouts, the late nights building, because I know every rep, every hour, every drop of sweat is taking me closer. Positivity turns routine into purpose. It makes discipline enjoyable. That's how you keep going when motivation dies, built to distract you, to pacify you, to keep you scrolling, watching, obeying. But when you unplug, when you stop consuming and start creating, you become powerful. Positivity is clarity. It lets you cut through the noise and focus on what matters. It makes you immune to manipulation. Your story is your power. All the pain you've been through, all the nights you thought about giving up, that's your ammunition. I use mine. Every broken moment became part of the fire that drives me. Don't run from your story. Own it, share it. Let it light the way for others. That's how your pain becomes your platform. They told me I was too loud, too arrogant, too much. But what they really meant was you scare us, not here to fit in. I'm here to dominate. And positivity gives you the confidence to stand alone when necessary to be unapologetically bold, legacy through impact. In a world that celebrates mediocrity, your vibe matters. Energy is real. Walked into rooms and shifted the whole atmosphere, not because I was shouting, but because I was certain. Positivity gives you presence. It makes people pay attention. When you speak, when you walk with purpose, the world notices as there's no success without service. If your wins don't lift others, they're empty. I've mentored men who were broken. I gave them tools, mindset, structure. I watched them transform, and nothing feels better than seeing someone rise because of something you gave. That's the power of positive impact. Positivity isn't just about now. It's about legacy. When you're gone, what will you leave behind? I want to be remembered not for the cause or wealth, but for the empire. I help others build, sparked the fires I lit. That's what matters. That's immortality. Stop wasting time with people who don't get it. Some of you are trying to convince people to believe in you who don't even believe in themselves. Tell them go. Positivity attracts power. Energy controls the room. You operate at a high frequency. Only the strong can keep up. The rest will fall off. Let them. Your habits are your future in disguise. Show me your routine. I'll show you your destiny. You're lazy now. Don't expect greatness later. Positivity keeps you consistent. It reminds you that every day is bricks, stack them right and you build a fortress. Stack them wrong or not at all. Then you build regret with discomfort. That's where real growth happens. The gym hurts. Business is stressful. Mastering anything is painful, but pain is the passport to excellence. Positivity lets you embrace that pain with open arms. It rewires your brain to see the hard stuff as fuel, not friction. Take care of your mind and meditate, reflect, write. Spend hours alone in silence, just thinking. Clarity is rare in a distracted world, but that mental space, that's where ideas are born. That's where breakthroughs happen. Positivity thrives in a quiet mind, the space for it. Never envy another man's routine shapes destiny. Success, you don't know what he went through to get there. Celebrate it. Learn from it. Compete with yourself. You're not the world. Positivity lets you be proud without being arrogant, without being weak. It's balance. It's mastery. And lastly, remember this. Your time is limited. Every second wastes a second you'll never get back. Positivity isn't just a mindset. It's urgency. It's realizing you could die tomorrow and deciding to live today. Like it matters because it does. Everything you do matters. You are writing your legacy right now. So get up, stand tall, breathe deep, or fuel your life with power, with purpose, with unshakable positivity. The world is watching. The clock is ticking. This is your time. And no one, not doubt, not fear, not failure. Pain is your fuel, can stop you if you refuse to stop yourself. I want you to understand something crucial. Failure is feedback. It's not the end. It's a lesson. The most successful men have failed more times than you've even tried. They just got back up. Positivity lets you extract gold from your failures. It lets you turn every loss into a stepping stone. Without that mindset, you're doomed to repeat the same mistakes. There's no room for self-pity in a winning life. If you spend time feeling sorry for yourself, you're wasting energy that should be spent building. Means redirecting that energy, turning frustration into fuel, pain into power, anger into action. You have to get comfortable with discomfort and uncertainty because that's where growth lies. Your circle determines your fate. If you want to be successful, you need warriors around you, not drains, who push you, challenge you, and demand more from you. Positivity creates an environment where greatness thrives. Toxicity kills it. So cut out the noise, cut out the weak links, and surround yourself with power. It isn't punishment. It's self-love and motion. Every time you stick to your clarity brings power. Routine, you're telling yourself, I am worth the effort. Positivity reinforces that belief, makes you want to be better. Not because someone told you to, but because you respect yourself enough to do what it takes. That's the difference between winners and quitters. Remember, the hustle is a marathon, not a sprint. You need patience, persistence, and faith in the process. Positivity gives you endurance when the initial excitement fades and the grind sets in. Your mindset keeps you moving. It keeps you hungry when the world is full. It keeps you dreaming when reality tries to crush you. Social media can be a trap. It shows you the highlight reels of others while hiding the blood, sweat, and tears behind the scenes. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Positivity means focusing on your own path and progress. It means celebrating small wins and keeping your eyes on your own prize. Success doesn't care about your excuses. The world won't pause for your problems. You have to show up every day ready to fight. That's compete with yourself. Why positivity is not just a mood, it's a discipline, is waking up every morning and deciding to dominate, feel broken, even when it seems impossible. I want you to understand that greatness is uncomfortable. It pushes you beyond your limits. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your weaknesses head on. Positivity is the mindset that lets you stare down those fears and say, I am bigger than you. Without that courage, you'll never step into your full power. There's a difference between hope and belief. Hope is wishful thinking. Belief is unshakable certainty. Positivity transforms hope into belief. It's the engine that drives you forward when nothing else makes. Time is running out. Since when everyone doubts, it's your belief that keeps you moving. Belief daily is the foundation of your success. Every setback is temporary. Every failure is a setup for a comeback. Positivity teaches you to see time as your ally, not your enemy. You don't have to be perfect today, y'all. Just have to be better than yesterday. That's progress, and progress is unstoppable. Your health is your real wealth. Without a strong body and mind, all the money in the world means nothing. Positivity motivates you to take care of yourself, not just for vanity, but for power. To be able to conquer your goals, you need energy, focus, and resilience. That starts with your physical and mental health. Have to learn to love yourself fiercely, not in a selfish way, but in a way that rises from every fall. Protects you. Positivity helps you develop self-respect and self-compassion. It teaches you to treat yourself like a champion. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. I want you to remember that your attitude is contagious. When you walk into a room, you bring energy. You can either bring hope or despair. Positivity makes you a leader. Opportunities, people, and success. If you want to change your life, start by changing your energy. Set audacious goals. Don't aim small. Dream so big. It scares you. Positivity fuels those Instead of dreams, it turns visions into plans and plans into actions. When your goals are bigger than your fears, nothing can stop. Gratitude transforms your mindset. When you're grateful, you focus on abundance, not lack. Positivity grows when you appreciate what you have, even as you chase what you want. It's the balance between contentment and no ambition. The greatest power you have is choice. You can choose to be a victim or a victor. You can choose to complain or to act. Remember this, the world owes you nothing. No one is coming to save. Master your fate. Your dreams are your responsibility. Positivity means owning that responsibility with pride and passion. It's the mindset that says, I will create my own destiny. Lonely because few are willing to pay the price, but you're different. You've already faced darkness and chose light. You've already tasted failure and chose to fight. Positivity is your proof that you're built for more, that you're destined to win. Every morning is a chance to rewrite your story, to smash your limits, to fuel your life with positivity and purpose. The clock is ticking. The world is watching. Now it's the time to rise, to conquer, to dominate, stand up, take a breath. In the mirror, say, I am the master. This is my fate. I am the captain of the soul, and fuel your life with positivity and watch as the impossible bends before your will. Moment. Make it legendary. This you have to understand something that most people never grasp. Life isn't fair. It's brutal, messy, and unforgiving, but positivity isn't about pretending the world is kind. It's about refusing to be crushed by its cruelty. When life punches you, positivity is the steel inside your fist that punches back harder. It's the choice to get back up, not once, not twice, but every single time. When I started, nobody believed in me. I wasn't the smartest, richest, or most connected. I had to build everything from scratch. Floors, ate cheap meals, and sacrifice moments with family and friends. Pain was real. The loneliness was deep, but I never let negativity settle in my mind. I use it as fuel. Every insult, every failure was logged in my mental ledger as motivation to prove them all wrong. Positivity is not blind optimism. It's not about ignoring the problems or pretending everything's perfect. It's about facing reality with courage, confidence. It's about acknowledging the darkness and choosing to be the light. I've seen too many men drown in despair because they refuse to see the power of a positive mindset. Don't be one of them. You need to reprogram your brain every day, constantly choose what you feed your mind, cut out the toxic voices, the negative news cycles, the jealous people. Surround yourself with mentors, books, and environments that elevate you. Positivity grows when you protect your mental space. Like it's the most valuable asset you own because it is failure. It's not your enemy. It's your teacher. Every time you fail, you learn and something vital about your path, your limits, and your potential. But only positivity lets you see failure as some feedback instead of a final verdict. When you stop fearing failure, you start taking risks. And that's where real success is born. I want you to picture your dreams as flames. Negativity is the rain trying to extinguish them. Positivity is the wind that fans those flames into a roaring fire. If you let doubt or fear get inside your head, your fire will die protect it, nourish it, let it grow so bright that nothing can put it out. Your environment shapes your destiny. If you live surrounded by negativity, laziness, and excuses, you will become just like them. It's choosing to change your environment or change yourself enough so that environment no longer controls you, means being ruthless about who you let into your life and what influences you allow. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the muscle that positivity strengthens every day